I just had, as you could see, just a few words to tell you a few words of advice. One of them is start by drinking 1 cup of water. Start by paying toward one debt. Start by reading 1 page of a book. Start by making 1 sale. Start by deleting 1 old contact. Start by walking once round the block. Start by attending 1 event. Start by writing 1 paragraph. Start today and repeat tomorrow. In other words, get moving, everyone. Do things that make you happy. Do things that are useful, and enjoy life. And here's the Rabbi. Talk about enjoying life. Here's the Rabbi.
Hello, everyone. The Perashat this week is Perashat Shemini. It is a very complex Perashat. What happening there is a little bit difficult. Many of our rabbis try their best to try to understand what's going on there. But first of all, the Torah begins by Yom HaShemini. It happened to be in that the 8th day of the inauguration of all the Kohanim, of all the priests, in the inauguration of the Mishkan, of the sanctuary. I mean, think about it, this moment that they are inaugurating the Mishkan, what transpired before. We're talking about nearly 6 parashiot, 6 portions of the Torah that we had to deal from Terumah till now. This is what we had to go through, and not only that, there are many tractates in the Talmud that are difficult and try to explain what is really the work or what went into the building of the Mishkan. To the building of the Mishkan, you needed to have engineer, you needed to have plan, you have to have design, then you have to have all the materials that you need. You needed gold, silver, not all gems that light even, with the breastplate of Aaron Cohen. You have to have who could serve in the temple, not just any Cohen. First of all, if there are any deficiencies, even with a Cohen cannot serve. Who is the one who will be able to be leading the services in there? And also, what are the function of the Mishkan over there? There are all kind of korbanot, of sacrifices. There is the sacrifices of the poor, of the rich, of somebody who is celebrating a festival. So many things that involved into the building of the Mishkan to reach the moment of inauguration of 8 days. And they needed now, what they were expecting is that automatically they were what Moshe ordered Aaron to bring certain korbanot, certain sacrifices before, so that they can be the inauguration, and what they would do with the sacrifices, the blood, everything that needed to be in its place, and so on. All the technicalities of what was to build the Mishkan was just now achieved. Everything. And what they needed is that fire from heaven to come. And in fact, nothing did happen. It seems to be that we see the Torah describe us that after all that, Moshe enters the Ohel Moed, the tent of meeting, and he enters and discusses or has a conversation with his brother Aharon. They come out together and they bless the people, and then it happens. It happens that a fire comes from heaven and consumes the korbanot, consumes the sacrifices. And not only that, they see the Shekhinah, they see that the God providence and God manifestation in having received the offering, and everybody, vayar kol ha'am vayaronu vayipelu al penehem. That means that the people started being so happy, and they started praising God with greatest praises, and everything just happened now. At this moment, we are not going to discuss what happened afterward by the sons of Aaron, because that's the most difficult aspect. Once I mentioned it, but the most difficult aspect of the entire celebration that they have and the inauguration. But meantime, till now, this is what happened, what transpired there, that really was that moment of expectation and hoping until it really happened, transpired. When they went together and they came out and blessed the people of Israel, somehow the Torah is describing to us that these two people, Moshe and Aaron, who they had a different task in their life, they came together, and that what made everything happen. That was the unity that is represented here by these two people. You know what the function, I've heard, what is the function of Moshe and the function of Aaron? I heard saying that the function of Moshe was to bring God to the people, and the function of Aaron was to bring the people to God. And the meeting in between was in the Mishkan. The Mishkan was really a mini universe that God created so that people can just, when they need, they can be so near, like near to God. Even God, it covered everything all over the universe. But nevertheless, that's a meeting place where God told Moshe that everybody that needs either counseling, need to come for any good reason that needed to have God present, will be there and will satisfy all the needs of the people. And this is really more than anything else. I think what the Torah is describing for us is that ultimately everything happens when there is this unity between people who have got different tasks, and yet they come together and they come and they bless the people, and they both of them have the interest of the people together. That is the greatest blessing. That when the Shekhinah comes, and what is expected, what it is been labored and worked and hoped for, transpires, and it happens. Shabbat Shalom.